Coach, these fans have waited for this moment for decades, but playoff football has come to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between our visitors and the Cleveland Browns. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Check with 12. Get in there. Let's get in there. Hey, switch gears. Wait, 89.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Black 15. 12. Hey, over. Patch it. Mike 51. Mike 54. I'm here all day. Jack. Hey, easy.
Throwing on second down. Rivers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Christian Kirksey able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
It's a set. Come on, fellas.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
Tight. Watch well. Cluster. Alpha. Hey, Delta. Hey, Charlie. He's coming, double up. Hey, I'm going to go load it. I got you, pop. Mike check 33. Hey, man.
From the gun, Rivers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Myles Garrett providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. Now Landry. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Cut. SOS. Go.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's got some space here. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, 68 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Big ass. Run 80.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
You can't block me. Slam. Red. Plus the right. Hey, exit. Flank. Check 24. Hey.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for Inman deep. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
49's the mic. Check tight. Get it.
On 1st and 10, Stanton. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
49, guys. Mike. Hey, zoom. Watch QB draw. 5.
Now Stanton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Joker. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check hot route.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
the Chargers first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks very long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Rivers on the money, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Check 13.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And it's 3rd down.
Hey, Brown 80. Hey, 79. 79. Check it backer. 51 the Mike, boy. Here we go. Mike 51. Mike.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Badgley able to knock this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the screen. Deuce. Great zone. Travel. Check 20. Hey. Check. Crunch. Now.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Switch up. Go.
From the gun, Stanton. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 23.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
49's a mic. 49's a mic. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Switch, switch. Yep. Go. Motion backfield, motion backfield. Let's go.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Jam, 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 jam. 49, check 49, check 49. Sit up. Keep dribbling.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Hey, Delta. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. 49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. Blue draw Corkers. No. Off. Slam. Check 50. Check 50.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Check safety. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the safety creep. Hey. Motion. 58's the mic. Now. 58's the mic. I'm coming. Shoot.
A give right side now to Hunt. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
4th down, and on is Greg Joseph for the Browns field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Joseph is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Rivers on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
The Charger drive about to get going. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Sponge.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check. Check. Lucky. Behind.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Rivers to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check. 12. Cluster.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning.
Hey, box truck. Check like 33.
A 2nd down throw for Rivers. Inman has it over the middle. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Dontrell Inman, 31 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And we are even at 10 apiece.
Let's go, man.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
58. Hey, Echo. 58. Come on. Coming to you. Fair. Hey, watch it. Wide. Get wide.
Operating from the gun. Stanton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Indy. All day, defense, all day. Bravo. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. It's a party now. It's a party now.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Returnable for Thomas. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Henry's got it out on the left side. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Load it. Load it.
Rivers now. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So drive 1, they had the field goal. Drive 2, touchdown. And now here on drive 3, looks like they're going to have to punt.
At least they were finally able to reverse the trend, because giving up the field goal, then the touchdown, it's almost like they finally got to the offensive side of the ball and said, okay, we've got the system to shut you down.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Man, I got you. Hey, Team 6. Team 6. 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. I'm coming for you. You mine. 58's the mic. Leo. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Switch.
From the gun, Stanton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and goal, Chargers.
One receiver left, that's Allen.
Hey, front 80. Big stop, let's go.
Rivers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line.
One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal.
Check, 53's mine. Check, 53's mine.
Throwing Rivers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They were trying to go back to Allen there, but now it's 3rd and goal. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Badgley's kick is good. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
49. Smooth. 49. 49's the mic now.
Stanton. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Easy. Tight door. Alert 3.
To throw on third down. Rivers. He's got his man. It's Williams. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On the go, load it. Load it. Too low, okay? Hey, check my 33. Check it.
From the 39, Rivers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Now Rivers. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Olivier Vernon gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking to plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Come on,
the last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go. Hey, Haywood.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Go. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Keep gripping.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. Oh, what a move. He's got daylight. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Watch twit. Hey.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, 79! 33. Don't get nervous.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. It's hauled in here by Edmond. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9. brings up
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, Rocket. Mike, check 33. 33.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Set. Select the team.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 3rd and short yardage, Rivers. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team is playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Shoot. Yep. Shoot.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Go. Kill. Hit it.
They run again with Hunt. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Hey, Delta! Hey, Rocket! He's coming, double up!
To throw again on 2nd down. Rivers. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
Load it! Load it! Hey, Delta!
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. The Browns drive about to get started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Look at me. Zipper. Slam.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He's got the first down here inside. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Hey, check 20.
On the ball.
Joker. Watch safety creep.
Look at me. Go.
Check.
On first down, Hunt. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Shit. Watch the shit. Check lane.
Ready.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They come out here in the eye. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Switch. Check three.
Go. Hey!
Guys, Mike, 49. Let's go, D. 49's the Mike. Watch 49.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
Go.
Mike, 49. Here we go.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Give him 30 yards there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
33.
Hey, Charlie.
Safe. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike.
They'll throw again. Rivers. He's able to find Edmond. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
White, 85.
First down, Rivers looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Check 9.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 61 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Second and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Ready, ready! 18 Gator.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Let's go.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation.